Hello and welcome to the first episode of our podcast where families will talk to us uncensored and unfiltered. So one by one we will now get introduced to the members of the Gowda family. And we are starting with the first member who's also the wisest of the family. Well, the head of the family here is Achan Gowda. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me here. My name is Achin. I'm in 7B, ORCHIDS The International School. I have more medals than my brother. I'm better than him at everything. And I make most of the decisions here. I have more money than my brother.
Solid introduction. Let's go to Bhavishyat.
My name is Bhavishyat. I'm in 9th grade. I'm good at a lot of stuff, but he's always there trying to beat me. And I have the least authority in the family, even being the eldest.
I feel you. Come to that.
I'm Harsha Srinivas. I work as a director in D-Square. I've been into marketing and IT field from past 15 years. And now the son of Achan Gowda.
Myself, Meghna. So I'm a homemaker, raising 3 boys here.
Okay, wonderful session of introduction, I must say. And I am Aki, who is going to be your friend for this podcast. And I'm very excited to delve into the realm of your stories. How does it feel to be here?
It feels good to be here. I mean, I've been on the other podcast before, so it's nice to be with the family.
So what is the difference? You think this is more fun? I would like to know it is more fun.
Yeah, it'll be more interactive as well, because the last podcast which I did, it was like with people I didn't know well also. But it'll be more interactive this time, I guess.
Okay. So what do you guys think?
Oh, first of all, we need to thank these two guys because I think so they became so famous that we are now being brought into the focus. We were not in focus most of the time, so their focus has shifted to us.
Like
yes, yeah. So you're welcome. Thank you.
So what I want to know is your kids are shining today, right? As you said, they are in focus. So when you were younger, how much of that shine, that focus did you feel in your life with your parents?
Yeah, our parents were also committed parents, responsible parents. That's what we are doing it today. And they were very much keen on all of our needs and food, every small things which we feel we were feeling loud, caring. So it was good.
Don't forget the 6 p.m. deadline.
Yeah.
Cinderella time for coming back home?
Yeah. So my friends were teasing me actually, like birds go into their nest at 6. So you have to get into the house, run, it's time up for you. If I stay back for long with friends and all, it was not allowed at home.
So let's say 6 becomes 6:15 someday. What happens?
6:15. Oh, my hands, legs will start shivering actually. By 5:30 only my brain, becomes, it's an alarm for me every day at 5:30 actually. It affects, but I have to reach there, right? To home, then I have to catch a auto, everything.
My deadline was 9 p.m. That's the only difference. Hers was 6, mine was 9. It's the same, 8:30, hand, leg, everything is shivering across. Wherever you are, which pub you are, which restaurant, which street you are, the only thing is I have to go now back home.
Okay, that deadline was by your parents. Now what deadline do you have from your wife?
It was a question for you.
Yeah, no. The deadline is after the office I have to call when I'm leaving so that she knows that I'm leaving by that time. So then even at the traffic I don't have exemption. I have half an hour.
Not even Bangalore traffic?
No exemption.
It's a little too
No,
late.
that is the reason because I have given, because I can prepare some meal, or if he's not coming or whatever is there, I can prepare, give me 1 hour time at least. Because he is always into the work, he forgets that he should call. He doesn't have that habit of calling and all. So I made a rule that you should call me before leaving or something.
And like in case my mom needs something from the market or something, she'll make sure to call my dad so he can pick it up on the way.
Finding the right balance at office and at home. Great. And what about deadlines for your boys today? You had 6 p.m., you had 9 p.m. What about the 8 then?
Well, until recently it was 9, but my mom upped it to 8, I guess, because of studies.
Downgraded.
Downgraded?
Yeah.
They're growing up.
Yeah, they're growing up now. He's
So
a
that's why he
teenager.
says-
So I think I
to
have
stay
to.
home. Huh? He needs to stay home.
Yeah, he has to stay home.
So see, parents have the free hand to make rules in the house. That's how it is. Their parents have ones. You guys will probably ones. Right now, they are doing it. One by one, I want to ask you. Let's say make 3 rules that you can, set in the house. So Bhavishek, you go first. Then we'll go with him. One alternately. Yeah.
First, little more leniency would be nice.
How much more?
Like, see, my usual time to come home was 9, but then they like downgraded it to 8. So like they're getting a little more strict, but I don't understand the reason why. So I want a little more leniency maybe. Yeah.
Can you give me one?
Sleep time. My mom says you should sleep at like 9:30, but I go to tuition, coaching, so it's really hectic. So if I sleep at 9, it will be like a better time to wake up. Because while waking up, I feel pretty tired.
So a little later sleep time would be nice.
Okay. What's the next rule?
Next rule. Go a little easy on me.
Like what?
I mean, it's always like little extra pressure, right? So I need a little less pressure.
So,
What's your
what
thought?
pressure you have, by the way?
Usually when we go out, I get scolded a lot because I don't do this, do that. So it's really annoying because it's often getting scolded. So I need a little less scoldings.
Talking about sports, you are a very sporty family. So most families in India till date want their kids to have a conventional career. Doctor, engineer maybe was 20 years back, but even till date, things related to academics are more in focus in this country. But you guys see that in a different light. So I would like you guys to talk a little about that.
So basically, I was also a sportsman. I had played cricket and all. There are a lot of other opportunities now. Now AI coming in on all those things. The regular rat race is boring. First of all, second thing, a lot of scopes. The population of billion is running behind the rat race again. So how many will get a stable job? There are other careers which you can make at a very good time. In a small time you can make money also. That's the main thing which we have actually looking out. 30-40 years you're going to earn, and then for a 1 crore saving in the last, boring it is. Let's go shift the complete track is what we thought. So that's why we made. You have a lot of sports, you have a lot of opportunities outside which works, which is like it goes together with your passion. If you have something on the table, I think so it is more set. And what best when you are going for that work which you are happy on. And that's what I want the kids to go on. The first thing you have to get is you should be happy on what you're working on. So we have seen the rat race, so enough of a rat race.
Meghna, what do you think about it?
Same thing. The first focus for us is we love our kids so much that first thing is they should be happy. Whatever they do, let them enjoy it. And that is what we have inbuilt in them. So they are doing it actually. So even in the academics, I don't give them too pressure. I don't stress them with their studies also. But yeah, their grades should be good enough. With a happy parenting, I'm just trying to bring out a good side of everything. That's it.
So looking for a balance altogether.
Yeah, with what happens is like previously coming to this school also, what I can say is there was a school where they were completely focused on exams, studies and all. I myself felt very bored. I was like, what is happening here? I don't want them to get first rank, second rank, no, off it. No, we don't want. Yeah, you should get educated, that's well enough. But what is the next thing you're getting? At least are you working on some passion? Here, that's the best opportunity. They show you multiple options here. So as a kid, he has many things to choose out from. It's not just the studies and it's not the pressure of the studies getting. So sports is there, dance is there, music is there. What else you need? There's so many options. Why are you sticking to that? Studies is what my question is always.
Okay. You guys feel lucky thinking that your parents actually think about your future in this way, in a world where a lot of people actually suffer so much because of academic pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen my friends and half of them, the parents are always like behind academics and all. So it's nice to have actually like scope in the sports field because my parents really want us to pursue sports as well. So
Achin?
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole class, they don't even like focus on sports. They're like, no, I need to study. Like, whenever we have free periods, most of them ask for studies.
And what about your phone times? I heard about confiscation of your phones at night.
Whenever he sees TV, I get to see phone. Like, whenever I see TV, he sees his Instagram, Facebook, and all.
I want you guys to perform a small exercise. Just look into each other's eyes and hold it for 30 seconds.
They started laughing before we did. I didn't even do anything.
But Eddie, do you want to see? Can do this to thick. You will also be made to do that. Okay, how about I look at the camera. You and your wife look into each other's eyes and you guys do the same for 30 seconds. You have to hold it no matter what the expression. Okay, we will count. 3,
Go, man.
2, 1, go. No cheating.
Stop.
Eyes fixed.
Here, not on those two.
Why so funny about your brother? Exactly. You guys talked. Why did you?
She's not looking at me. She's doing
That is not it. Now come on. Forget your children. Look into your husband's eyes. Did you?
No, I know her. She's going to see those two guys. That's the 11 seconds on my eyes, that's it. The 11 second is on these two guys.
After having the 2 boys, have you felt a little less care from your wife?
No, it's not like that. Even I'm like the elder son.
Yeah, actually.
I'm just an elder son of her, so she's taking care of me also. Yeah, and it's good that what Bhavishat is feeling, right? That attention has to get diverted. So that total attention on me got diverted to her. So I have
less pressure.
Oh my God.
When we go out, she has to actually pay more attention to my dad and my brother because my dad creates trouble and then my brother joins him. So like they both are kind of the troublemaker.
Give me an instance.
So if you like go trekking or anything, my dad is gonna like go around here and there and my brother is gonna follow him, right? So they either tend to get lost or go down the other path and then my mom gets really angry at them. So yeah, it's like all the time when we go out.
Okay, I'll ask you guys, just the 2 of you, a few questions. And you have to be very spontaneous about it. Which one of you have more medals?
I have more trophies, but it's been lost.
I had most trophies.
Ask them.
Who has more trophies?
Trophy, actually, Bhavishat.
Oh, I've been like into more.
No, they lost it during shifting.
Currently.
Currently, it's you.
Currently, they purposely lost it.
No, we did not lose it. While shifting, it happens the trophies get broken, all right. But he has more trophies. Medals, Archana has more.
Tell me the story. How many girlfriends?
I've only had one, and it stopped recently. But there's been a lot of people who asked me out, and they've known actually. I think my father has come to know quite a lot. So yeah.
Has come to know from your brother, I mean.
No, I think he found it himself. Did you find it yourself? My brother also doesn't know much about it.
I don't know. I know it.
Because he tells you, no?
I tell him.
Are you lying?
There's a lot of things which he discusses. And that's like we have kept a secret spy. It's an open spy. In fact.
I don't know how he gets the information or how they get it.
It's very simple. With the span of hi and bye Anna with his brother's friend, he gets downloaded all this information. And that information reaches us, especially his mom. It's just a span of split second is enough for him to make that message reach you. That he knows how to make it. So,
Okay, what do you as parents know about the relationship that he's had lately?
Lately, his class crush, actually, I don't want to reveal the name.
No, of course.
So, I got to know from Achan. So, then I started to check his phones and all. Then it was clear. His chat told so many stories about them. Then I thought, okay, now I have to handle it. And I told him, I gave him enough chances, like, this is not the age. You have to stop this, you focus on your studies. You know, kids gets distracted. It's just an infatuation at this age, I feel. So I gave him a time and all, but he did not listen. Again, it was going on. Then we gave him a strict instruction, so then he has stopped now, I believe.
You can look at that camera.
Okay.
And because you have escaped your emotions, and I feel that it's good to face them, doesn't have to be bad.
Yeah.
Look at the camera, talk to the girl that you liked.
Oh.
And yeah, just tell her 1 or 2 sentences about why you broke up. Just give her an explanation. It'll make you feel lighter.
What if she doesn't see it?
That's not matter even.
It doesn't matter. You're just letting it out of your system, and it's a better.
I don't really know what to tell though.
Think about it. It's important, right? He should also face his emotions, because tomorrow he would need to talk to his partner and actually tell her when something is wrong. So I think you should take it up. Try it out. If it does, may not be see.
Fine enough.
Yeah, it is.
When we do this.
It is.
I'm sorry that I was so sudden. I mean, I didn't really have much of a say, and sorry that I couldn't give much closure to it. If you watch the entire podcast, you would realize why, and I hope you find someone who has a little more leniency or something.
From their parents?
Yeah, I guess.
Cute. So, Bhavishrat, how do you feel about this? See, social media, it's very nice in so many ways. But for Instagram and WhatsApp and all that, how do you feel about your parents getting access to that? Like from your generation, I would like to know.
I can't stop them, obviously. So, yeah, I have to just make sure that I don't do something that bad also. Because I don't want to get in trouble that much.
That much. A little bit is okay.
I'm used to it, you know.
He has made you used to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite on a daily basis now. At least weekly, twice I have to get scolded. So it's a part of my daily routine.
He's getting scolded too for coming late, so I think they're good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of both our daily routines. The small chances I have to get him scolded, I'll take it. But even then, my mom would be pretty lenient on him, so I can't do anything.
It is same in all the houses, I think. The younger one gets a little, more love and concern, I feel. No, and the same, but his thoughts are different. No, it's not, you target me. It's not like that. Even I am a younger one, so I think I was pampered more. It happens in all the house.
So, Achan, when you first came to know about Bhavishrat's girlfriend, how did you come and tell your parents? Let's try to recreate that moment, okay? Go.
Ma, you know Bhavishrat's girlfriend?
No, I don't know.
You go ask his friends, you get to know. You know what all he has done? His friends told all about it.
Okay, let me check his phone first.
He made this 50% less serious.
And then you check his phone. His whole background is all pink of somewhat chatting and all.
Oh, so before me, you have already checked it.
Okay. Until your father?
No, my mom will tell it.
No, that is where it happens, that's it.
And then that's where I can believe my father, because he would have seen all that before him, and then he knows where Achan has gone wrong and he has exaggerated. That's why I can believe my father a little more.
Okay. So you can believe your father a little more, and you can believe your mother a little more.
Yes.
My mother can believe him a little more.
In spite of knowing what he's doing. Huh? Okay. So now we'll come to the parents a little bit. Give me a little background of your love life and crushes and everything before you met each other.
If you ask my father, I think he'll have many. Because he would always say, oh, I was always good with the girls. I was the last bencher. Keep your reputation like mine.
Meghna, what do you think?
I have seen only his responsible side. So I don't have much complaints. His very responsible side only have seen.
I've seen a little of his playboy side as well.
Of course.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah, playboy it is there when we freak out with friends and all, no? With his friends, with the family, when we freak out, I know some things. He is little, but the more if I compare, he's responsible. That's it.
As parents and as a couple married for 15 years, individually, separately, knowing your boys differently, what advices would you like to give them for their future relationships, whether marriages or whatever they decide for themselves, but partnerships?
I would like to say the first and foremost is give respect and give space. That's very, very important. And talk it out before itself. whatever you have in your place, please put it across to that girl and say, this is how. For example, I said, if you are going to come into my life, I expect a girl who does not go to work. That doesn't mean that I'm going to say I don't want a girl of work. I feel taking care of children is much more responsible work than the one which is. And she agreed for it. She was that's where our love marriage, the arranged marriage actually worked and looks like it's a love marriage actually, because she respected me over there, and that's where I showed respect on this case. And especially with this respect, she said, see, people are earning, and there was a comparison, right? Always coming across from girls say they earn and fine, ma'am, that is very simple. I'll put half of my salary to you. That's very simple aspect. So there, see, and now taking care of two children is like a two big projects.
Definitely.
And that's not a
biggest project.
the biggest project. And you're making, okay, today we are sitting because the way she has taken care of them.
So in your kind of a structure of a family where she's staying home and taking care of you and the children and how the whole show runs, I think she's not really a homemaker but a working woman, because you are actually sharing your entire life, earnings.
Yes, it is. No? That is what it is, her life.
How did you come to this idea? Because it's kind of unique, at least in the Indian context, it's pretty unheard of mostly. Like sharing in 50% is a lot of respect that you're giving her, which is amazing.
My dad has always been like a modest person. He doesn't really listen to the olden tradition of his father and everything, because he's experienced firsthand how difficult it is. So he's trying to make sure that it doesn't really happen with the rest of us.
And setting a good example for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's play a game. Say you earn rupees 1 lakh a month.
Okay.
Your wife earns 55,000 a month, roughly 50% of what you earn. So how do you think you'll distribute the wealth of the family so that you give her equal, respect, position, and build a loving relationship between the two of you, like your parents have? You can fight and all. That's always normal in our relationship. But how will you divide the numbers?
Like based on how much she wants, how much the house needs, then how much the rent will cost. Based on that, yeah.
That's a sweet boy. You're right.
But he is actually very good in money management in that aspect.
Yeah, I can see like how much the house needs, how much she wants, and how much is the rent to be
After
paid.
that age, particularly, he's calculating things.
Yes.
And the thing is, he's actually in debt to my brother.
I am in depth with my
To your
Achan.
brothers,
75,000.
75,000.
That requires a lot of explanation to do now.
Yes, you definitely have to. How did that come to 75,000?
No, listen, see, we celebrated at Bhavishyat. My principle is, it's not a principle, I just believe it that the birthday is for the kid. It's not for the parents. So the kid has to enjoy the birthday. So usually all the 12 birthdays I celebrated only in the house, calling only his friends, set of friends, and pizza parties, and that's it. The 13th birthday, I felt it should be a special one. So I organized a big one in the bounce where he wanted. So that was in the bounce he wanted. So overall it costed around, somewhere it was coming around 1 lakh. So this I spent across and I did a very good birthday. Next day, Achan comes and asks me, what about my birthday, 30th birthday? I said, I'm going to celebrate the same way. Then he says, how much did you spend on my Bhavishyat's birthday? I said, I spent so much of money. For bounce itself, it costed me, the overall expenditure costed me 65,000. Okay, he has. Then he comes back again and says, Papa, now I have decided. You don't celebrate the 13th birthday in a big bash one. You celebrate it in a regular one. You give me that money, or you keep that money in my bank account. You give me back when I'm 18, so that I want to celebrate the way I want. So I don't know the way he wants across. So that is 65,000 which is kept across. Then recently these two guys went to Malaysian trip. So the Malaysian trip, both of them I gave 10,000 while leaving. So I get a call from, on the third day itself, I get a call from Bhavishyat saying, 10,000 is not enough, I have already spent. The 10,000 was somewhere around 500 ringgits over there. I was wondering, he has already spent 500. Like, I called Achan, what is it? No, I have only spent 25 to 30 ringgits. I still have 450 something. He started counting. After I called, he started counting. I was like, okay, fine. Now anyway, I had to send money to Bhavishyat, so I thought, why should I differentiate? So I sent 10,000 to Bhavishyat, 10,000 to... I made Achan also get another 500 ringgits. When he comes back, he gives me 700 ringgits and says, keep this in my account. Now that's how I am in depth of 75,000 for him. That has to be given back when he's again 18. So that's how calculative he is on every aspect.
So we learnt about saving as well as earning from the little man. And do you have also deals with your brother?
No.
Well, he doesn't have money deals. Like, it's not like money value.
Why don't you have monetary deals with him?
Because he knows I don't have money. He knows I'm broke, right? So he wants other stuff that that I have.
Okay. So more in kind.
Suppose if I ask my brother to do like a chore for me or a job for me, he was like, what do I get in return? Obviously, I can't give him money because I'm already in debt to him. So he'll ask for something that I have that he really wants. For some time, I had a nice chair and he really needed that chair. So he's like, give me the chair for a week and I'll do this job for you. The entire week I have it.
So this man doesn't do anything for free.
No.
Okay. And Brett, apart from money, you are the head of the family, right?
Yeah.
Is everybody in agreement?
Yeah. I don't have a say in this.
Until and unless it is going in the right way, let him be.
He has a question.
What do you find in him? Like the guy you loved, that you don't find in him. What do you
Don't
find?
think you find it.
Yeah. And what do you think you find in her that you don't find in her?
Vice versa.
Okay. He was actually like every day he used to be caring. Papa, he is now every day he's into his work all the time. It's a typical husband-wife relationship going on.
This
So,
can differ because you guys are young at that age, right? So the lovely feeling was very new, right? Plus,
we had good understanding. A lot more. We have understanding, but lot more is what I feel. I miss. That's it. Nothing else.
You?
Not you.
For me, it is very difficult. I was 7th standard, man. Give me a break. That was really an infatuation.
Another girlfriend later on?
Later on we had, but it was a maturity breakup. We are very clear on it. Thank you.
Meghna, to the guy who sent you the letter, tell him something. What would you have if you meet him today and you have a heart-to-heart, let's say? What would you tell him?
Okay. That day, heartbroken thing was very unfortunate. Actually, I did not even think that this could happen because I thought we can hide from our parents and we could have got married. Actually, we were serious actually, so we could have got married. But then I actually, respect my family a lot, so I have to listen to them, and so I'm sorry for that.
I never expected you to be this bad, ma.
Your mom.
Did
Isn't me by third parent?
Because it was a when you took the topic of that heartbroken thing and all. It is actually difficult because since it is his, it's an infatuation. We got along for 3 years actually. So then it was actually difficult to come out of that heartbreaks and all breakups. It was very difficult. Then my friend helped me to. She took me along and I have a shopping, all that, cafes, loud musics. So from the
Again, distraction.
Yeah.
That's what we all go for. Okay, so one advice to your boys for a happy married life.
I will start with.
No, just for two of them together. How do you deal with your family life? I mean, keeping the balance and the peace.
See, the easiest part I can always say is when the other partner speaks when you're in an angry mode. If she wants to scold me, she should scold me. If she I do express it out. I scold and then I go and ask sorry, all those things. That is very easier part. The difficult part is when you are trying to express everything, the other partner is sitting silent. That is the most difficult part. But actually, over the thing, we think it is silent. Actually, she is silent and she is not trying to make this whole episode into a bigger boat. She is trying to cut it off there. That is what I feel. Well, still, that silence actually kills. That is very difficult. You can handle the other person scolding. You know how to navigate. I've been a marketing person. I know where to stop and where not to stop, how to modulate things. But if it is silence, I don't know how to handle.
So how do you handle it? All three of you.
No, mostly like I get them to chill together Like frequently they have fights. So I in the morning I either ask my dad to go talk with my mom, but she's like, no, I don't want to talk to him. We don't know what he does and all. I try a few times. If it doesn't work, I just leave them. Just like let them do what.
Times, like sometimes when they fight, it's usually when we are gonna go out or something. So what we both do, we just don't go with them. It's just only those two. So by the time they come back, they'll already have sorted it out. They have to, right? Because it'll be those two together only.
Sometimes they both fight when they're coming back. Like they go together.
Yeah, that's harder. That's harder to say.
They've gone normal and come back with a fight.
Yeah. And like it's only those two, so we don't know what happened there. So that's actually my brother's responsibility. I don't really get into that stuff. So my brother asked them what happened, or who did what wrong.
This is like the grandpa Kayat. You come to him with the problems and responsibility. Yeah.
We have to rely on him. We heavily rely on him when there is a silence. It's not only for me, they also understand the effect of silence.
It affects us a lot. That's why we try to get it done as soon as possible.
And how do you finally break the silence?
As usual, we give it a time. Certain times it has gone to a week where I have gone nuts. That's high. And then usually, it's usually what we do is there is people who are set in certain mindset or in energy. So probably it could be negative or unwanted energy. So we need to create it into a positive energy. So gift something, take it off.
iPhone 13 Pro.
Max? That happened?
That's all. That's how she got her career.
That was the longest, I think. So it had gone up to 10 days. And I was like, okay, I tried also between twice. It was not working out.
So his strategy was to like distract her by getting something good.
At least, see, that was major thing is make her feel good, first thing. So at least that sort of happy feeling comes in and some environmental change happens. Then I think so approaching it will be better rather than going and trying out the same formula. And she will also get to know the formula that I'll go and ask excuse or go and give a hug and say sorry, yeah, what happened.
So a happy marriage means gifts to your wife? Let's hear of one instance.
I'll try to tell one. So my dad used to have a bicycle in which he would either go to college or something with. And he got into an accident with it. And instead of his dad telling, be more careful or no more bikes, you go by auto, my dad gifted him a bike. My grandfather gifted my dad a bike. So my dad got into another accident with it and he got a second bike. Then he got into an accident with that also. So instead of like completely getting him out of vehicles or anything, my grandfather gave him a car.
I mean, this car is where I made a mistake.
He flipped it upside down. Literally.
It's not a mistake, that's life-taking.
And with his friends.
Yes. Actually, his friend had just come back from another accident, right? That was another movie.
Oh, I feel even your friend is going to get in trouble when the podcast is...
No. It so happened that my friend had met his girlfriend and they met with an accident with his girlfriend just a week before. So we had hospitalized him, we had brought him back and we sent him back in the house and all. That day when we went with an accident, we went to his house and said to his father, uncle, he's been in the house for a long time. He's feeling very bored. We'll just take him out for a long drive such that he gets out of this bad thing. It's been just 2 hours since we went out of the house. His father gets a call that your son has met with an accident. So when he was coming out of the house, my friend, he limped because he had got a leg injury. But when he was going back, his head was covered with bandages. His hands were covered with bandages. He said, what have you made yourself into?
And my dad was driving. So the reputation went there.
So we'll try to know about where you stand as a family, like for you guys, to in terms of, say, communication and openness within the family. Of course, as a traditional Indian household, there will be limitations, there will be strict discipline and all that. But besides that also, you're still trying to be cool parents and accommodate them. So we'll ask the two of you, how would you rate the communication with your parents and your family out of 10?
Out of 10, I would say a proper 7 or a 7.5. Yeah.
8, yeah.
Okay.
I would say a 7. My dad mainly, I think I would say an 8 or a 9 because he usually gets to know everything and there's not much I can hide and he'll understand. Yeah, I'll tell my mom also, but sometimes she'll get angry a little too much, so I worry about that.
Okay. And you people from your side, what do you think?
I know them 8.5, I'll give.
Okay. You?
9.
So,
Actually, 10 of 10 is where most of the, with this guy recently now I'm doubting the 10 actually. But Bhavishyat, I almost know about 9, I can say 9.
Because you've been in trouble so many times.
And basically he's gotten used to it.
okay, Achan, who's your dad's favorite cricketer?
Virat Kohli, I think.
No.
Then?
MS Dhoni. Sachin and MS Dhoni.
Exactly, I told you.
Bhavishyat, who's your mom's favorite actor? Top star.
I know them.
I think Kisa Sudeep or no, Puneet Rajkumar maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Top is Yash.
But you watch a lot of Big Boss, I assume.
Yeah, Big Boss I watch because I like Kicha Sudeep, but top is now Yash. Yash after KJ.
Okay. As a family, how often do you guys eat together in the whole week?
Once.
No, I wouldn't say once, at least thrice.
Yeah, like only in the night times on the weekdays.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Or during the weekends we'll go out, we'll go shopping or something. So that time we'll eat together.
So, when you have chances, weekends or weekdays evenings, you usually eat together.
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning is your breakfast ritual.
Yes. Military hotel.
Okay. And how often do your parents go for their date nights?
Actually, it's pretty often. I mean, it's not like big, like restaurants or something. They'll go eat. They eat street food like pani puri or something, and then yeah. So
often?
Weekly, at least twice. Twice is or what?
Twice, I guess? I'm not sure.
And you guys?
Yeah. Twice. As I told in the beginning only, he comes home early twice a week. So twice I'm going out.
And we are left home alone a lot, so we are very used to it.
If you have something to share, who will you share it with? Dad or mom?
First, I go for my dad because he's much wiser. But even my mom, I would tell when I'm ready to tell her, or if she wouldn't get instantly angry about it, because I'm scared of that.
And Achan?
I think my mom.
And you guys, if you have some advice to take, which one of your boys?
Oh, it's definitely Achan. Don't even come for me. Achan.
No, I go for Bhavishyat actually. He'll give a actually better answer. So I'll go for him actually.
I mean, most of our questions are, what caption should I put for my Instagram story or something like.
Because he has a good English, and that's why I always go to him.
One question for both you parents. Amidst all the, let's say, the balance you're trying to strike between being traditionalists, traditional household as an Indian family, and a cool set of parents who are dealing with maybe Gen Alpha and the quick changes that happen over time. Do you think they have a completely safe space to come out to you and share whatever? I mean, however deep their problem is. Sometimes problems can get much darker than the way we are talking right now on a light note. They probably don't know, but we know things can get very difficult. Do you think they have the space to come out and talk about those things?
It's not about the space actually. See, how long can you tell? Means we have also gone through that age now, and we know that they're not sharing all of us. They're very, very clear that they're not sharing. So that's where sometimes we take the technology help across. We have given them WhatsApp. That's because we know what is happening in the WhatsApp. At least we can have a watch till at least age of 18. And I feel if you as a parents are there with them till age of 18, then they are independent enough. It's not that now they cannot go, but they are not ready to face. See, major aspect I am trying to tell is we are not making them ready with the winning aspect. I am making them to face the failure aspect. I tell them, even if I actually whenever whichever sports they go ahead, I want them to fail in first step. I don't want them to win in the first step. That is the basic, because if the moment they know what is failure, winning they will take it casually. That is where it is.
Yeah, I get that. But here what I'm trying to say is, say there's a situation of drunk driving or drug trafficking. I'm talking about darker things. You don't know how kids go up. It could be like one friend who's into it and that friend comes into a group someday. Something like that happens. So I'm talking about intense things that youngsters go through a lot of.
So for this, what I have designed a formula is, or rather I have designed doing better is, every movie, after every, myself and we three watch movies a lot. She sleeps off at 9:30 and we go late night. After every movie, in the movie there are such things which are coming across. I try to discuss at least 10-15 minutes after the movie, what is that you saw, what is bad, what was good, what do you felt this happens across. And they've been more sportsmen. Now they know the importance of keeping their body healthy, how to keep it across, not to fall prey for these things across. That's where we are trying to make sure that we are there for them. If they want help, we are there for them, is what we are trying to make sure. Beyond that, we being a first-time parents, we are also trying to find out certain things. Some formulas work out, some formulas won't work out.
Correct.
So we keep changing across. But as of now, technology is helping us. So we know in overall where they are going, what they are working, who are the friends they are meeting across. That she is very particular actually. So that's where I said, when she goes and picks the kid, now she knows where the kid is talking with X and Y parent. Okay, so he has so many friends, he is talking. So that is also an eye watch we are keeping. Then we are keeping the watch on the WhatsApp conversations happening. And we feel that conversation, that like what happened with the girlfriend, if we feel that's going too high, we try to sit that around and talk across. Thank God we have not faced such situations, but if we come across, we will like to sit and talk to them and say we are there for them.
So that's what your parents' perspective is. So of course, just like you have been kids for the first time, they have also been parents for the first time. So they'll try out certain things will not work out. But what I am asking to you guys is, can you tell them of certain ways, especially you because you're a little more grown up, but again, you are wiser. So maybe a few things that they can do to make this space easier and safer for you. Say, like maybe how you will feel safer to come up to them and talk to them, knowing that they will probably try to give you a solution first and not scold you first. How can they try from their side to make it a little easier for you? Because you'll be 18, you'll be 20.
Okay.
Things will get more difficult than, classroom crushes and falling off the skate. So how do you think they can help you?
I think trust plays an important factor here. My morals are pretty solid. I mean, I wouldn't do such things, and I've always thought it's wrong to do such things, and I always wonder why people actually go into those. Sometimes my mom actually thinks that I might do all this, and that's why she acts a little different towards me, or she's extra suspicious towards me. So I expect her to trust me a little more, because there's no way I would ever do this, and that's why I'm a little more expressive with my dad, because he has a little more trust in me, and he knows I wouldn't do such things, because I've actually been brought up that way. They've always told me that it's wrong to do this stuff, and yeah.
You by any chance, because of people around you or for some reason you get into some trouble. So I'm saying, how can your parents help? So you said like by trusting you a little more, and how can you come and have an open conversation about it? What is your perspective about
First, I would expect them to listen to me. I think listening would be the best. Instead of outright telling that why did you do this or completely blaming me, they would listen to me or understand why I might have done that. And that would make it better for me to come up to them and tell them about such situations.
That's nice. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Can you work on that to make it better for them as they are growing up? Like, of course, we are all developing every day.
Yes, we did not know how to do it actually. So good that he has told us.
Feedback is good for coaching also. And what about you, wise man?
I guess whatever he said.
Wow.
You'll be home anyway. You're not going out to do anything apart from sports, right? So we are good there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will think twice before spending that money.
So probably the last question for the show. How actively are these two involved? We know a little bit of this one. In any decision making in your family household? The bigger ones.
They do influence much on decision making action.
I think when it comes to the bigger ones, he doesn't get much of a say because they don't really want to bother him with all that.
Because he's busy spying on you?
Maybe that or because he wouldn't really have a mature opinion on it. Like if any big situations, I also don't get to know much about it. But some details when they tell me, I'd listen and probably that's all.
The big decision are taken by the big man.
Oh, thank God. Fine. Finally. I'm the big man, you're the wise man.
Okay, so the Gaudas, we are very happy to have you on our show today. What was your take home from this show?
Take home, is that's what we understood our kids' opinion about each and everything here, and we understood that we should still communicate a lot. And I would thank all here, the team, and special personal thank for you to making me feel free here.
Making a safe space for you like you'll make for your kids. And Harsha?
It was good. We thank you. We did not know a lot about our kids. In fact, we thought we knew about our kids, but now much better. It is now the whole environment is much easier now. We put it across certain things which we have. Surely we have not done certain things is what we feel. We'll take it up now, chapter-wise, chapter.
That's the spirit. What about you guys?
It was very eye-opening. I didn't know a lot about my parents' past till now. So I've seen a new side of them, which I didn't expect to see.
And what about your brother?
I mean, it's the same. He's just telling whatever he's done. I know what he's done.
Okay, and you, Kachin?
I mean, yeah, I got to know about him. Like, I never knew he did this. I didn't expect from them. Like, I didn't know they have a crush because they never opened about us. They never opened up about them to us. So yeah, with this show I got to know about them.
So now you know that your parents have also gone through similar things like you do. So when you actually come to such a, a place in your life where you have similar problems, they are who you can go to because they have already been there. Even if they shout for a bit, they have felt them on, and they will be they will be the people to guide you the best. Correct?
Yeah.
Do you love each other a little more after the show?
No.
I mean, I kind of have to get out of trouble. If I favor him a little more, I can be a little more lenient and he wouldn't complain to my parents so often.
Maybe sometimes you can just squish him. He's too cute. So thank you so much for coming on our show. And this was the first episode for us. This was eye-opening for me also. We came to know so much, and I'm sure it will help so many other parents and kids to deal with their relationships and maybe talk a little more openly with each other, right? So that was amazing, and we will come back with another episode next time.